Hello everyone. So today's topic is how to encrypted root device volumes and snapshots. Before we proceed to encrypted root device, more about the root device volumes and snapshots, I would like to show you. I'm not sure whether this has been covered in my previous videos or not. So this is the EBS drives and this is the solid state and hard disk drives, which you can see in here. In the solid states, for the EBS, the solid states drives consists of general purpose SSD and provisioned IOPS, whereas the hard disk drive HDDs consist of throughput optimized HDD, cold hard disk drive, EBS magnet. This is right now, this is a previous generation hard disk drive and it is not much used currently. And here what you need to note and you need to remember for your exam is the API names. For general purpose SSD it is GP2, and for provisioned IOPS it is IO1. For throughput optimized HDD it is ST1, cold hard disk drive it is SC1, and EBS magnetic drive it is standard. So you need to remember this. So right now let's go ahead with our today's topic, which is encrypted root device volumes. Root device volumes are, what is that? It is basically the hard disk that has your operating system on it. So it's the EBS volumes, and it used to be previously it used to be that you couldn't actually encrypt that when you first provision your EC2 instance. Right now AWS has modified it, and in the current version you can encrypt while creating your EC2 instance, while provisioning your EC2 instance. At that instance only you can encrypt your root device volume. So this used to be a popular exam topic earlier, where they used to ask how to go and encrypt it, since they were not encrypted by default. So how we used to do it? We used to take a snapshot and make a copy of the snapshot. When you are making that copy, then you can encrypt it, and then basically you can you provision an AMI from that snapshot. Amazon machine image, you provision an AMI from that snapshot, and then you could launch that encrypted root device volumes. So right now we will go ahead with the lab part, and we will see how to provision an encrypted root device volume at the started itself. Also we will see how if an how to encrypt an unencrypted root device volume. So let's go to our Amazon console. So here we are in our AWS console. We need to go to EC2. This is the new EC2 experience for 2019. In the previous version it was like this. So let's go ahead with the new version itself. So you can see there are no running instances. There are two security groups created. One is the default and the other one I can, let me go ahead and terminate delete the default security group. See, note that the following security cannot, these security groups are default security which cannot be deleted. So let's go ahead and create one, launch an instance. Let's go ahead with the 64-bit, this one. Free tier eligible is T2 micro. Next, add storage. Here you can see this is the root device volume, and here you are getting an option to whether you need to encrypt it or not. So you can change in here, And so right now I believe you will come to you have come to know how to means create an EC2 instance with encrypted root volume at the start in itself. So but I will not do that, so that I can show you how to encrypt an EBS volume uh, and create an EC2 instance. You can see the volume type as general purpose SSD. So next, add tags. Security group, let me take my infra security group, review and launch, and I just launch it. Create a new pair key. I'll just pause the video until it launches, and you can see the launch in here also. It's initializing. I'll just wait and pause it. So we are done with it. So right now let's go to volumes. It is under EBS. So this is the volume, and you can see this is not encrypted. So what we can do is that click on this, create a snapshot of it, give the name as unencrypted snap, description name, then create a snapshot. Let's go in here and see the status as pending. I will stop the pause the video until it until the status changes to completed. So the snapshot is created. The description I gave as unencrypted snap. You can see here the encryption is shown as not encrypted. So what we need to do is we need to we can go over to copy description. Let's give it as encrypted snap. Let's encrypt this snap. This option is there. If selected, the destination snapshot will be encrypted with the chosen master key. If the source snapshot is encrypted, the destination snapshot will always be encrypted. You can, however, choose to encrypt it with a different master key. So, but here in here, my source snapshot is not encrypted. So that's why it is not following this thing that the destination snapshot will be encrypted. So I'm taking the default master key itself here, and I'm just copying it. So this is again status is pending. You can see the progress in here, and encryption is encrypted, and I will just pause the video until it completes. So right now my volume is created, my snapshot is created, and you can see this is the encrypted snapshot. So what next we can do is that we can create an image of this snapshot, encrypted AMI. Let me give the name as this, and the description also the same, hardware assisted virtualization or para virtualization. So as you can see in here, virtualization type, there are of two types. One is hardware assisted virtualization and the other one is para virtualization. And and by default we will be having this hardware assisted virtualization. So if you go through the description, what is written in here is that when you launch an instance from an AMI, it uses either para virtualization or hardware virtual machine virtualization, HVM. HVM virtualization uses hardware assist technology provided by the AWS platform. With HVM virtualization, the guest VM runs as if it were on a native hardware platform, except that it still uses para virtualization PV network and storage drivers for improved performance. Some instance types support both PV and HVM, while others support only one or the other. So essentially, if you are creating an image from an snapshot, to you want many different type of instance types, you need to go with HVM, because it will give you many more flavors of EC2 types, instance types. So let's go ahead and launch it. You can see in here that this is encrypted version we are creating, and this is getting created. So where can we see it? We can see it in here, AMI, and you can see the status is available and it's created at 8:45 and the current system time is 8:40. You can see in here the AMI name which I gave as encrypted AMI. Visibility is private, virtualization is HVM, root device is EBS. So now let's create an EC2. So how to do it? Not from actions, we need to launch it. Choose instance type, this is T2 micro. Configure instance, let it I'm not touching anything in here, and I directly went to root SSD, and you can see in here it is already encrypted. Let me try making it not encrypted. See, I cannot make it encrypted because volume needs to be encrypted as the selected snapshot is encrypted. So when I'm trying to make an launch an EC2 instance from an encrypted version of your Amazon AMI, I cannot unencrypt it by default. I cannot unencrypt it from here by default. So next, add tags. Okay, I missed to change it. Review and launch. So it's launching right now. I'll pause the video until it launches. So my EC2 instance has been launched. I will just delete it right now. I will just terminate it first. So this is stopped and I will terminate it. You can see in here, since that is terminated. Let me first check whether it's terminated or not. Only the default action is, so I have terminated those, and let's go to the volumes. see, everything is deleted right now. And I will also delete the snapshots, or else it will incur me cost. This error will be facing since currently right now itself I terminated my EC2 instance, so I need to delete it after a while. So I have deregistered it also. Let me check if I can delete the snapshot right now or not. And this is done. So right now I don't have anything. I have key pairs, volumes, security groups. So volumes we have, I don't see any volumes. Okay, this was not refreshed, that's why it was showing. And the security groups, I have 3 security groups. I don't know how come 3 security groups got created. I will delete one of them. I will delete this security group. So right now we have. So coming to means to summarize it, the things which we need to remember is that snapshots of encrypted volumes are encrypted automatically. So and the volumes restored from encrypted snapshots are encrypted automatically also. You can share snapshots, but only if they are unencrypted. Encrypted snapshots cannot be shared. These snapshots can be shared with other AWS accounts or made public. This we are talking about the unencrypted snapshots itself. You can now encrypt root device volumes upon creation of the EC2 instance. This is a new feature from 2019. And if suppose we have created a EC2 instance with unencrypted root device volume, and we need to create another instance with encrypted. We need to create the version with encrypted version itself. So how do we need how we can do it? We can create a snapshot of the unencrypted root device volume, then create a copy of the snapshot, and then select the encrypt option. Then create an AMI from the encrypted snapshot. Use that AMI to launch unencrypted new encrypted instances. So this is it for this session. Please feel free to like, comment if you are not if something is missing from this, or if I am deviating from the topic, and if you want to know more things on it, please do comment. Please do send a comment, write in the comment section. Please do like and subscribe my video if you thanks a lot.